This crap. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's Beer Reviews. Tonight, here I have the Fuzz with me. Hey, Fuzzy.
Yo.
We're going to take a look at a relatively new beer that just came out from the Pump House. This is Pump House NIO 9% Starkol. Alcohol, strong craft beer. Yeah. So, what's it say? With a history of brewing that predates written records, Norse culture, so Scandinavia, has a tremendous connection with beer. In fact, beer is the national drink of Sweden for many centuries. Number 9 celebrates this connection by delivering a unique and powerful tasting experience suitable for even the most hardened Viking. Yar.
Ooh, Viking. No, that's pirate.
Well, whatever. Swedish strong beer. Starkol is an official classification in Sweden. We named it NIO after the French word for nine. Nine. And yeah, we're mashing up the European thing here. And quite frankly, because it sounds really cool. So they classify, a Starkol, but that's a very loose term. Looking it up on Wikipedia, it really means it's any beer in Sweden, any style of beer that's over 4.5% ABV or higher. Come on, focus with it.
So I want to point something out about this can. It has a zipper down the side with perforated edges.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull the tab?
Yeah, like the idea is that it's got a plastic lining on the outside for what the label is on.
Yeah.
Then you peel off the zipper. They do this on the Crafty Rattler cans too, where you peel off the zipper, take the plastic lining off, and then recycle the aluminum. That's the idea. Although, fun fact, New Brunswick bottle depots won't take it back unless it says return for refund on the can, which of course it wouldn't after you take the label off.
Interesting.
A lot of them, I don't think they pay that kind of attention, but I've actually had cans rejected before because you take the label off. But I get their sentiment. They want you to take the label off so you don't recycle the plastic. It's just all aluminum.
But okay, so hold on. Pump House is from Moncton, New Brunswick.
Yeah. Shouldn't
they know all this?
I don't know. I've had like say, for example, water bottles. Some of these, the labels are really cheap, so they come off easy. Yeah. And sometimes they'll even come off when they're still in the package, right?
Sure.
So I drink a lot of bottled water. Not that I should really be admitting that. I've had half a dozen sometimes of bottles like this be sitting in the recyclables without the labels on, and I've actually had them hand me my bag full of unlabeled bottles back. So yeah, we can't recycle these.
Well, now that you have curbside recycling in that area, you just
you just toss them in that now. But that's the idea. I've actually had them rejected before because they didn't have the labels on. Anyway, I digress. Let's crack open NIO. The Matrix has you. So you've had this before, haven't you? You said
I have not.
No, I thought you drank one of these.
I gave it away.
What?
It was New Year's Eve, and my sister's boyfriend did not have anything to drink. He ran out of his Michelob Ultras. I'm like, here, why don't you try this?
Yeah, here's a real beer. I mean, I don't even know if this is what you would call a real beer yet, but we'll find out.
I don't know. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, look at the head on it. Nice poofy.
Yeah, nice clean head.
Very clear lager-like body on it too, especially for 9%. This is almost like skewing towards like malt liquor, like a Colt 45 or something like that. It's got the kid, but I mean, that's not even like of course it's a strong beer. It's got lots of carbonation for something that's strong, but
the
biggest thing that strikes me is it's got this kind of like golden amber kind of appearance. Like if somebody handed you a glass of this, then you would think it was just like a normal lager. You'd think this was like Molson or something.
Wow,
that's pretty damn clear for very carbonated. Like I'm getting lots of bubbles.
Yeah, same.
Jesus.
And that head stuck around for a little while too, right?
Yeah. Like I still got the cake of head sitting on top of this glass too.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Let's give her a whiff.
Beer.
Yeah, it smells like beer. It smells coppery, like caramel and copper coin.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's got that.
It is an 9% though.
Yeah, it's like that. Got that earthy, herbal, noble European hop kind of smell. Like a German kind of style hop.
Yeah, it is from Sweden.
Well, it's not from Sweden. It's from Moncton, man. It's inspired by Sweden. It's probably using some kind of noble hop, though. I'm willing to bet, or like a derivative of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it smells good.
It's very faint, but then again, I just pulled mine right out of the fridge, so it's cold.
Same.
But again, strong lager. I'd probably want to draw and drink this cold. So, all right, cheers.
Cheers.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Down the hatch.
First review of the year. Whoa.
Wow. Strong on the front and a little bit bitter on the back.
Earthy, herbal.
Yep.
Coppery. Yeah. The copper coin. And loads of like apple and caramel.
Yep.
This is like a Pump House version of, well, maybe not. It doesn't come off as like super sweet. Maybe it's just because it's super cold. But I feel like it's like toffee and caramel and apple, like red apple and stuff like that. But it's striking me very much like a malt liquor would.
Yep.
That's strong body.
Mm-hmm. Very strong.
It's interesting. Well, I mean, that's something you don't normally get around here is like a craft brewed, what do you call it? Craft brewed malt liquor.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't taste like a craft. It tastes like a macro.
Yeah.
Right. But remember, it's 9%. It's double. It's double what really a regular beer, a regular macro would taste.
Yeah.
So, it's a tall boy. So I mean, saying that, this is probably 3.5 beers in here. 3.5 regular macro beers.
Well, yeah, you compare this like drinking the same quantity like Moose Light.
Yeah. Moose Light's a 4.5.
I will say it's kind of got this like almost like a chalky earthiness in the finish.
Well, especially when you haven't drank it for a little while. It does water your mouth though. It makes you want to drink more. And it is a clean. As much as it's strong, it is a clean tasting beer, like a lager would be.
Well said. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, it's got a nice. It does come off across as maybe a bit heavy in the front of the palate, but as it goes back down, it just disappears, and it finishes really clean. And that's what you want especially for something that big. It's just got a little bit of a weird aftertaste to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a 9%.
Like those candy rockets or something like that. The chalky sugar candy.
What kind of style is this again?
They call it a Starkol.
A Starkol.
But that's a very generic term in the sense of like a Swedish beer, Swedish inspired beer, because they that just basically means any Swedish beer over a 4.5%.
Yeah, it doesn't say if it just says it's a strong beer. It doesn't say what type of strong beer it is.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look it up on Untapped here. I'm gonna see what they call it. They just call it strong ale.
Yeah, an ale. Okay.
They call it strong ale, but it's definitely they're advertising it as a lager. So I'm like Pump House calls it a lager.
Okay.
So it's really classified wrong on Untapped, I would say. Yeah.
So strong lager. Yeah, well, you should be glad you brought Lager Boy with you.
It's like strong European style lager. This really kind of reminds me of like the likes of like Fax 10 or something, or one of those kind of beers,
Fax 10
or Bavaria or something like that. One of the Danish lagers, although it's calling it Swedish,
or a strong German lager.
Okay, I'm trying to think of any strong German lagers, but maybe not quite as like heavy in the body as like a Bock would be.
No.
This is almost like, I would almost say that I like this even better than the likes of like Fax 10. If I'm thinking like Danish lagers, like Danish heavy, like malt liquor kind of lagers, the ones that the poor, well, paper bags. You know, you want to drink something like this out of a paper bag.
Nine times out of 10, I'm going to pick this over that. So.
Oh yeah.
No, it's it has a better, cleaner taste than a malt liquor would.
Yeah. I gotta say, Pump House appears to have made a better Fax 10, so that's something. I'd give that a 3.5. I like that actually. I would drink that again.
I'll do one better and do 3.75.
Holy shit. Are we doing favoritism because it's Pump House and we're liking it better? It's automatically better. No, it's like compared this to like the closest thing I could say that I compare this to would be like a Fax 10. It's strong. This finishes a hell of a lot cleaner. It's almost the same percentage, and I'm not getting any booze out of this.
No, that's right. So I mean, if you have you drink a Fax 10, you're drinking a Fax 10. I would put a Fax 10 in at around like a 3, like a just barely past kind of thing. And I've had things even recently that are better than a Fax 10 but worse than this. Is that right? No. Better than a Fax 10. Yeah, but worse than this, like a 3.5. I actually enjoy this. I could see me getting 4 of these and calling it a night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty toasty night too.
And it wouldn't be as far as I remember, these weren't that expensive either.
How much were they? I had the page on. I think it was only like $3.99.
Yeah.
Which I think is still more than Fax 10, but still, you're talking about it's a Pump House.
It's a better beer.
Yeah. And one thing I do really like about this, if you want to compare it to Fax 10, is it's not so friggin' sweet. Like that's like drinking like a candy apple almost. Like it's so sugar fortified that it just tastes like it's not bad, but if you can't handle the sweetness in the beer, it's almost cloying. This, on the other hand, is just actually pretty decent, except for it's got a little bit of a weird aftertaste. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. That's it for that review. I want to thank for the 0 viewers we have. Actually, we had 1 at one point that were watching. Well, thank you for watching. So that's 3.5 for me out of 5, and 3.75 for the Fuzzy. We will talk to you folks later.
Cheers.